How do we make sure that we never have to shut down the country again for a bad cold? Hello YouTube, it's Ron. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button, hit the like button, leave a comment. A year ago I was nearly 400 pounds. I was losing my mobility. I couldn't walk across the room without losing my breath. And if I waited a year to lose the weight, I'd be in big trouble right now. We won't use the C word, but things would be not good for me if I was still nearly 400 pounds. My blood pressure was out of control. I went to the ER, the last time I got my blood pressure checked, I went to the ER for a poison ivy type rash, and they wanted to put me in the hospital for my blood pressure. It was like 190 over 110, no medicine. And now I have a blood pressure meter, and just from changing my diet, my blood pressure is normal in 1 year. So in 1 year, I've lost roughly 140 pounds, and I'm riding my bike. I rode 30 miles today, and I'm not just riding 1 or 2 miles. I'm riding like 20, 30, 40, sometimes 50 miles. You can look me up on Strava and see what I'm riding. So, for a long part of my weight loss, I wasn't able to ride a bike. I had to actually lose weight to be able to meet the frame size of the bike. And once I got down to the maximum weight allowed on the bike, I bought my bike. Now I'm riding bike. I did trail walking before that. I want to get back to the topic. So 400 pound Ron with what's going on today would be in big trouble. A lot of people out there still look like 400 pound Ron, and they're not doing anything about it. There's going to be a lot of tragedy. There's going to be a lot of 400 pound Rons that aren't going to be here next year. And it's not because they lost weight, it's because they lost to the virus. We really need to take note. We can't shut our economy down every 3 years when a pandemic comes through. We can't do this. We need to start focusing on our health. We need to get on the elimination diets. Start eliminating the sugars, the inflammatory foods from your diet. Start fasting. Start going to the gym, picking up some weights. Start hiking. We have to do it all. The state of this nation, with 40% of people are obese, 20% of them are super obese. That's a 40 BMI or higher. 400 pound Ron was what? I think it was like a 43 BMI. I believe my BMI now is like 33, so I have 3 more points to go from obese to overweight. When my BMI gets down to 30, that's like 210 pounds. Who would think that in this day and age that 210 pounds is obese? But it is. And we need to address everybody's overweight. If you're strong, of normal weight, you will fare much better with this virus than someone who is a BMI of 40, someone who's losing their breath when they walk across the room, someone who can't wipe themselves properly or tie their shoes or sit in a booth. It's one of the things when I was 400 pounds, like no one ever tells you, like, if you can't tie your shoes standing up, sitting down, or in any position, that's a problem. That's called losing your mobility. It's the same thing. If you can't sit in a booth, that's losing your mobility. That's a warning sign that something's wrong. We don't address food addiction at all in this country. The foods that we're eating, we're addicted to. The French fries, the breads, the pastas, they're all highly addicting. All the foods that making people sick are highly addicting. And who would have thought a virus would be the straw that broke the camel's back with the morbid obese population in this country? It's time. It's time to address the health. The foods and the products are causing so much inflammation, so much obesity, so much diabetes. Our whole entire nation has to shut down for a virus that should be a bad cold. It's time to get with the program. It's time to stop playing politics. Facebook has all this Republican and Democrat. Everybody's blaming each other. Trump's not doing this. Trump's doing that. And no one is talking about the overall health. No one is talking that if the obesity rate wasn't 40%, then the hospitals wouldn't be so worried about being overrun and not having enough ventilators. I've watched many health influencers videos over the past week, and they're showing statistics that 70% of the people in the ICU in England are morbidly obese. 70%. You're telling me that with obesity comes comorbidities. With obesity comes high blood pressure. With obesity comes cancers. With obesity comes diabetes, pre-diabetes. All these pre-COPD, breathing problems, all the comorbidities, landing people in the ICU and on ventilators come from the obesity epidemic. And a lot of seniors are obese. A lot of the people that are over 60. So you're over 60, you're obese, and like I said before, you're obese. If you're 5'10", you're obese at 210 pounds. So it doesn't take too much overweight to become obese. And then you add you're 60 years old, you're going at 250, maybe you smoke, you have diabetes, pre-diabetes, you have high blood pressure, you're not taking care of your health, you're not exercising, you're not dieting. We have to stop the whole world. And a lot of it has to do with people's choices outside of... You see, Prince Charles. Prince Charles is not overweight, but he is over 60. He's already off his quarantine. He didn't end up in the ICU. Big thing I want to get is like 400-pound Ron would be in big trouble. And a lot of people are in big trouble right now. And a lot of people, just based on what's being sold out at the store, are not taking care of their health. And they're not even trying to put A plus B, like my overweight, my smoking, the foods that I'm eating are making me higher at risk. They're not putting two and two together. Look at the stores. Look at what the bread aisle sold out, the pasta aisle sold out, the frozen pizza aisle sold out. All the foods that are going to make this whole thing worse for you are sold out. But there's plenty of produce, plenty of steaks, but the crap is sold out. Just makes me shake my head. Like, nobody gets it. We want our check, we want our time off from work. We don't want to address the root cause. The root cause is everybody needs to be a little bit more focused on their health. 3 to 4 years when the next pandemic arrives, we don't shut down the whole frickin' economy. We don't crash our livelihoods, ruin our retirements, because everybody's so frickin' unhealthy, slow everything down for the hospital systems to be able to manage all the unhealthy people that are going to just roll through their doors. How do we make sure that we never have to shut down the country again for a bad cold? Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Take care of your health.